Good morning, everyone. This is Angelos Zittis from IronFX, bringing you the morning comment for the 4th of June. On Tuesday, during the Asian session, RBA will announce its interest rate decision and is expected to remain at hold at plus 1.50%. Currently, the Australian overnight interest swaps imply the probability for the bank to remain on hold at 99.67%. As no interest rate movement is expected, the market's focus could shift to the accompanying statement, considering the unemployment rate rising and reaching 5.6% despite the bank's predictions and the wage price index growth rate remaining at low levels. It could be the case that the bank will issue an accompanying statement with a rather dovish tone. Should there be a dovish tone in the accompanying statement, we could see the Australian dollar weakening. AUD USD traded in a sideways movement on Friday, and today, during the Asian session, broke the 0.7575 resistance level, now turned to support. The pair could trade in a bullish market today as the Australian dollar got a boost from the release of Australian retail sales growth rate. Also, the US factory orders growth rate to be released in the American session could weaken the US dollar, in our opinion. Furthermore, the pair could prove sensitive to RBA's interest rate decision tomorrow during the Asian session, as the market could start positioning itself ahead of the release. Should the bulls take over, we could see the pair breaking the upper boundary of the sideways movement at 0.76 and aim for the 0.7680 resistance level. Should the bears take the reins, we could see the pair breaking the 0.7575 support line and aim for the 0.7470 support area. Amid fears over a possible trade war, China seems to be reaching out for Europe as it pledges to open further its economy. Chinese officials recently stated that China and EU now have a common stance against unilateralism and upholding the World Trade Organization. In other headlines, it seems to be the case that Germany is approaching France in an effort to overhaul EU relationships. Also, EU Commission President Juncker stated that the bashing of Russia must stop, implying that a process for the normalization of the EU-Russian relationships could begin. Should there be further positive headlines about the EU, we could see the common currency strengthening. Euro USD traded in a sideways manner on Friday during today's Asian morning between the 1.1715 resistance level and the 1.1640 support line. The pair could continue to trade in a sideways manner. However, we might see some bullish tendencies as the financial releases today might favor the euro and weaken the greenback. Should the pair come under buying interest, we could see it breaking the 1.1715 resistance line and aim for the 1.1820 resistance level. Should the pair come under selling interest, we could see it breaking the 1.1640 support line and aim for the 1.1550 support hurdle. In today's other economic highlights, in the European session, we get the Eurozone's PPI for April, while in the American session, we get the US factory orders growth rate for April. As for the rest of the week, on Tuesday, Australia's current account balance for Q1 and UK services PMI for May are due out. On Wednesday, we get Australia's GDP for Q1 and the US trade balance for April and Canada's trade balance for April. On Thursday, Australia's trade balance for April and the Eurozone's GDP growth rate for Q1 are due out. On Friday, Japan's current account balance for April and GDP growth rate for Q1 and China's trade balance for May, as well as Canada's employment data for May, will be released. On Saturday, China's CPI and PPI rates for May are to be released. For more information, please read the full comment on IronFX or download our app and get all the information you need to trade. Also, you can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or circle us on Google Plus to get more trading ideas. This is Angelos Zittis from IronFX, wishing you solid trading.